Morning guys. Hey, look at Gomer Pyle here. Today we're going to do a little, we got a 440C here. The customer complained that the winch quit pulling in. I don't know what. I'm going to look. I can't remember. It was a week and a half ago and it's been 20 below out every damn day. And so I'm going to pull the cover off right now and we're going to see what we find in there. You can see right here there's a whole mess of oil, and we don't want any oil in that brake band, and you'll see in a second. Let's set this down here. I already loosened up the bolts. So come with me. We'll do this together. We'll see what we find in here. Do a little analyzing and see if we can't just figure it out. Typically it's the same thing always. The hydraulic seals go to heck. Hey, I didn't say hell. I mean, you know, anyways, typically the hydraulic seals go out on them and the oil gets on the band and it starts slipping and it won't hold the trees as they're pulling anymore out of the woods. The loggers in the group will know exactly what I'm talking about. For the rest of you, just come on along. See what we can figure out. Then of course tomorrow I'll just put somebody else on it, make them fix it, you know, because I'm the boss. Anyways, it's New Year's Day. I was up at 3 this morning because I don't go out and party like the rest of the world, and yeah, that's just the way it is. I couldn't sleep, so I come out to my shop and see what kind of trouble I can get into. Okay, come on off of there. We got oil everywhere. Hey, yucky. Ouch, yucky, yucky. It could be this simple, and I will show you. I'll get my handy dandy pointer out. It could be. I'm going to have to start it up and see. The potential here for leaks is, there's several of them. And let me give you a little bit closer view. Number one possibility is this hose. This pressurizes the clutch mechanism, the brake mechanism inside. So when the winch is winching, there's a set of seals inside of here. The oil is fed through here. This is a swivel, as you can see. A lot of times they'll leak right here. And when that happens, this has to open up. This band that goes around the outside has to open up to allow this whole drum to spin. So we could have potential oil coming from the seal up in this little piston, which is very, very, very common. But in this case, boy, I don't know. I guess what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start it up and run it and just see where the oil is coming from. There's a bunch of it right here on this steel tube line down in there. So we'll see what happens. I will start it up and bring you back. This thing is going to shake a little bit, so I can't have the camera. I can't have the camera sitting here on the tire just because I will shut it off. I'm going to give you a little safety tip before I start this thing. You see where I'm working? I'm working between the wheels, and these articulate. So this happens to many people. What these old skidders like to do is when you start them up, the hydraulics hit the pump in the front, and if the steering is like this one, we dragged in because it was so cold out. So I know there may be air, there may be something going on with the cylinders. Get up on the seat, don't reach in here and start it because you can get pinched between the tires. It's not so bad on these C models, but on the old A's and B's, when these two tires come together, when they're steering left or right, there is no room for a body. So just a word to the wise, safety wise, just get up on the seat, start it up. when the hydraulics activate, at least you're out of harm's way, and then you can manipulate and do whatever you got to do. But it's just a safety thing. Don't stand between those tires and reach up there and start it. So, there, little rant. So I got it started. It did move a little bit, but we're good. We're running, the pump is engaged, I got hydraulic pressure, and we're going to take a look together and see what this winch is doing. The winch lever is right here, so I can basically reach up in there and operate the winch. Well, hopefully my camera don't get all sprayed full of oil, and we'll go from there. Let's see what happens when we turn this around. And there's our leak. Simple swivel. See that? Puking the oil out. Okay, so that's probably about I have no idea what the part cost anymore, but I think I have one here, so this should be a simple fix. Shut this thing off. Bear with me. So with that, the only problem here is that I hope we can get this swivel being out and all that oil dripping down the cover and into the band. This band is quite pricey, and when they're oil soaked, they don't like to hold anymore, so when he goes to pull the trees, it'll slip. So now we have to take this all apart and try to clean all the oil off of it and hope that it holds again. That band lately is $1,200, I think. And here's another little story for you guys while I'm on my... There's guys out there putting aftermarket ones on. They reline them. Never had luck with them. We quit doing it. This particular part is worth every bit of that $1,200 from John Deere to get that. So that trees stay behind you and you're not constantly working the winch trying to pull them up. The aftermarket ones go out of adjustment every damn day. You can put them on, get them set perfect, and they go out. Some guys get lucky, don't get me wrong, but we quit doing that here. We go to John Deere and get that band. They're bonded right to this, the steel. They're chemically bonded, and you put them on, you're going to pull a tree. This thing will pull itself up a tree, upside down, backwards, yada, yada, yada. So we'll change out that swivel, take this all apart, brake clean it, get it as clean as we can, put it back together. Probably within a couple hours tomorrow, I can call a customer. Tomorrow will be Tuesday morning. He can get it back out in the woods and go to work. So there, that's my little spiel. You saw the oil pouring out of there. This doesn't do any good on that thing. So, all right, that's it. Can't make pressure if it's leaking. All right, see you, bye. Well, I'm back. Jeez, hang on to that camera. I happen to have the part in a drawer. This happens quite regularly. So as you can see, it's new. I just ran the machine, no more leaks. Good tight swivel. And I brake cleaned around the band. I hope that it works. We'll have to take it out tomorrow and hook it onto something outside and see if she holds. I cleaned it up best I can. If not, like I said, we'll have to take it off and either replace it or, yeah, whatever. That oil in those bands, everything is supposed to be dry in there, and that oil just raises hell with it. So anyways, yeah, it was a good fix. She's back on. So no more leaks. See what else we can do with this machine. Okay, talk to you soon.